Hi guys, thank you for joining me again. Sunday is a lovely day out in sunny Orlando. Hopefully it will stay that way. I hope that the rest of you are experiencing, nice weather as well. Today I'm going to be utilizing a couple of things. This is a new die cut and stamp set that I got. Florals from happy birthday to thank you very much, get well soon. It just depends. Thinking of you and thanks. And it comes with, of course, both the die and the stamp set, which I have grown to love because I think it's awesome to have both. And I had just completed putting in a bit of stenciling on my 110 pound cardstock. I didn't want it heavy, just like a little sprinkle here and there. And then right now I am going ahead and run this through my die cutting machine. I'm going to be placing this like so. I think I will move it just a tad up because I want to pretty much get it in a place where I can also add the Happy Mother's Day. So let me just get it in a different way here. The color I used for the little stenciling here is called Cracked Pistachio with Distress Ink by Ranger. So give me a moment while I go ahead and get this run through, and then we shall move on from there. So this is my window here, okay? Window of opportunity. And this part I will be utilizing for another. See, this was so nice and it got stuck on there. Just for the other card, but I'll set it aside for now. So as you can see, we have the window. The next thing I'm going to do at this time, I am going to be stamping that floral piece on, I think I have the white piece under here. Yes, I'm going to be doing one of them here. I will utilize my what you call it here. We are memory keepers. This is one of my favorites, where stamping tools that I like to use. And at this time I'm going to go ahead and stamp both florals because I want to see which one works best with that window that I just put there. So we're just going to have those. I do have some Memento ink here that I will be utilizing. Just get this stuck on. And as anything else, we always have sometimes this thing just running over the ink. Let's place this down, get the image on here. Hopefully everything works well because this is a new stamp and I wanted to make sure that everything was working well. I'm going to just recolor one more time and then we will move on. I want it a little darker, really. And it's always handy to have one of those tools because basically you don't have to worry about not getting it in the position you had it previously because everything is lined up. So we have the two imaging here. I'll just pick this up, set this aside, this as well. I will take care of those later. And now I'm going to go ahead and get that die cutting machine again and get those pieces out. I am not coloring them as yet because I want to make sure that I have them the way I want to. As a matter of fact, the coloring will be done afterwards, where you can see the final results of that. So let's go ahead and get this cut out from here and then we shall move on. Okay guys, thank you so much for patiently waiting for me. So what I did was I went ahead and just cut out the Mother's Day okay, so that it can be ready. Don't waste no more time. And I am not actually coloring this at this time, at least not for the video right now. I am just going to go ahead and position this here very nicely. I'm going to use my favorite glue that I have. Let me see. I think I have, that's the tumble liquid glue. Let me just go ahead and position this the way I wanted it to be. What I will be doing, I will definitely be coloring it up, and then I will post a picture with the video. In that way you'll be able to see what the final outcome is. And with this, I also will be coloring this out, although, you know, there's a way you can kind of snip in between so you can separate. That's an option. That's an option for you to do as well. Because even if this is a one die cut, you can still kind of, you know, like gently cut through so you can separate it. Because that doesn't mean that because you have a, you know, connected wood die cut that you cannot unconnect it, you know, just so that it could meet the needs that you have. So this is exactly what I'm going to be doing right now, because I don't want the whole thing to be one place. I'm going to separate it. Let me just go ahead and put a little glue on here because I want to make sure this part is stuck. Okay. Now I am going to go ahead and sort of suspend this up in the top here. I'm not going to be putting too much glue on there either, because I want it to have, you know, just kind of barely stand out towards the corner right here. So let me get some of the glue on the ends that I have. I think on this side I want to say. So I just put the glue where I wanted it to be. So you can see I have the happy up suspended in the top. And let's see where I want mothers. I can put mothers on the bottom here because I think that's fine. And just, of course, just set, get those out here. Okay. It can actually stay in white. These letters can stay in white. I believe I'll just leave the Mother's Day white, and I will go ahead and I will color the flower. In that way it will be good. Yeah, whenever I'm doing these things, I like to have a little bit of paper towel handy, especially if my fingers just had too much glue put on the words. In that way I can suck up some of the glue too. I found that has helped a little bit, so you don't look like you have a whole mountain of glue to get dried up. And let me do this one here. And this is just a simple card. If you have die cuts, you can make different windows from hearts to whatever type of window you're looking for. This one already kind of has a heart, so you'll be able to see. And here is where the tissue comes in, because this fell from my hands just a moment, so I'm trying to get it back on. Okay. So for now, this is what the Happy Mother's Day will look like. You have your little window, your sentiments in here. Some of your sentiments can pickable through here too if you wish. But this is a simple design, and I know that you may not have stamp and die cut sets, but you can put anything in there really. You know, or if you have a floral stamp, you can stamp it out, and if you, depending on what it is, you can actually cut around it. That's okay too. And it's entirely up to you. Have fun. Do have a wonderful rest of the week, and thank you so much for joining me. Toodaloo, next week.